Right, I'm so excited to welcome our last speaker today. Mason graduated from UC Riverside in 2018 with a bachelor's in political science, where he realized he wanted to commit his career to tackling issues that will make the world a better place. Prior to GrizzlyCorps, he worked as an advocate for better fire and forest management policy for the Sierra Club and in fire mitigation and fuels reduction work with California Conservation Corps. So I'm excited to pass it over to Mason to talk more about his work with Fire Safe Sonoma.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the introduction, Jasmine. Hopefully everyone can hear and see this. Yeah, I know it's kind of cheesy, but just talking about GrizzlyCorps and Fire Safe Sonoma. I'm actually a second-year fellow, so these past few years has really kind of changed everything for me in my professional path. So I'd like to highlight a bit of what's gone on this past couple of years and how it has changed everything. Let me see, is that okay? But threw it together a little agenda here. A little bit of an overview of Fire Safe Sonoma first, my role within the org and the projects, some special mentions I'd like to give, highlight how fun GrizzlyCorps was for me. And then, challenges, purpose, and how it changed it all. Just a little bit of reflection, send it out. I put this picture because I hoped it would be pointing at the agenda, which it kind of is, but it's a fun picture nonetheless. So I'd like to thank Sophia, who went before me, for giving an overview of Sonoma County. I didn't have that in my presentation, so thanks for that. But I do have just a basic overview of Fire Safe Sonoma. Fire Safe Sonoma is the countywide Fire Safe Council, obviously for Sonoma County, and under the California Fire Safe Council. Here's a little map to the right that shows a bit of this structure. We highlight wildland fire issues in the county, and we hope to help improve wildland fire safety and preparedness. A lot of what we do is shepherding communities through the organizing process, to become local fire safe councils and firewise communities and such. So and we act as a liaison between those communities and agencies. We have great relationships with our fire agencies, local government, etc. And we have a dedicated board that serves us, and also a small staff, a small but strong staff that serves Fire Safe Sonoma. With Fire Safe Sonoma, I'm kind of a project leader for a handful of projects. I'm going to highlight some of those. One is our wildland fire assessment program. This program provides free home assessments to underserved communities in Sonoma County. We started this at the end of my first year, and we did get some assessments done, but I think we realized that we wanted to do more. The program had kind of burnt itself out, but we wanted to figure out ways to keep it going. So we wanted to do more, and this is how we did it. We tacked on an additional service on top of just the free home assessments, free home hardening and defensible space work through a partnership we had forged with Habitat for Humanity of Sonoma County. They have volunteer crews that, if one qualifies for the program, they can actually get the work done that was recommended through the assessment portion. This has been a great partnership. And as a project lead, a lot of what I do is, from every step of the way, drafting the materials, that would be like the web pages, the forms that we have, this flyer that we have right here in the middle, to intaking the application. So when someone signs up, I give them a call, reach out, and it's usually a great conversation. Someone who's really, looking for help and is very thankful that there is something there that can help them out. And so those are usually feel good conversations for me. And I get to, I have to be very professional, and bring up everything about the program, answer any inquiries. And then after that, there's a little bit of internal coordination that goes on. I forward the application to our contractors, Wildfire Services, and also to the Habitat for Humanity of Sonoma County. So that really gets it going. Here is a picture of one of our assessors, Brandon, with I guess an assessee applicant at their home. He's handing over the assessment sheet to her. So basically a rundown of everything that we discussed throughout the assessment. And here is a picture of us with Megan from Habitat for Humanity. Who was our main contact there. And way in the back, we have our trailer, and in the front, we have their truck. So that leads next into our tool cache, Listos tool cache trailer. This is a trailer that we had gone through a grant with California Fire Safe Council. This is a brand new trailer. It's outfitted with any tool that you might need to have a good community work party for wildland fire fuels reduction work of all sorts, defensible space, home hardening, not home hardening, defensible space, stuff like that. We have this resource available for Sonoma County communities and groups. And again, similar to the last project, my role as the leader is from start to finish, helping draft the forms and the web page, conducting outreach, making sure that this resource gets out there, intaking applications, coordinating with the folks that want the trailer, scheduling times for deployment between them and our team. Here's a picture of the trailer again, and here's a picture of some of the tools from the trailer. This was taken during a tool training we had at a leader's house. And here's some of our tools and our attendees there. It was a tool training, so we used some of our tools to help facilitate the training. This is Chief Lemlin giving the training. So a lot of chainsaw work, pole saw, basically teaching that community, the Upper Mark West, how to use these tools. Okay. Next, we have our speaker series. We have blurry Zoom photos. Sorry about that, but speaker series is one of the things. Is another one of the projects I lead. It's more of a program, really. We have a monthly show we put on, a monthly production that features a keynote speaker, and it really is a monthly event for the community. And what I do here is, kind of schedule, reach out to brainstorm keynote speakers, reach out to them, invite them as a speaker, and coordinate everything that goes into that, draft the promotional materials, send out emails, social media posts, and then at the time of the production, I set up the live stream, monitor that, and then post-production wise, skipped ahead. Post-production wise, I cut the video and make it like an evergreen video and an evergreen resource for Sonoma County. I really like this one. It's a great way to connect the community with the community, connect the community with each other, and present resources. And I think this was being fully remote, this was a good way to get my face out in the community. So many people, when I did go to tabling events, came up to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've definitely seen you on Zoom," or like, "You're the guy online," sort of thing. And that really helped. We put on a lot of these, so that really helped bring a lot of familiarity with the community and with other leaders. Some other roles and responsibilities I had. So as I mentioned, like that was my main role as a project leader, but given our small team, we all, chip in and kind of plug in when we need to. So one of the main things I did is social media, of course, use it for outreach really for those projects, but also to share out events and just like other exciting news on our channels. And that was really fun to be the manager of that account, and really get our word out there through these channels. Tabling, here's a picture of Roberta, our president and CEO, at a tabling event that I attended. This was actually my first tabling event. I was really nervous for this one, but it all went well. I definitely look forward to opportunities to get our word out there in person. And over time, I've gone, grew very confident with, talking about Fire Safe Sonoma and our projects. Like I said, this one I was fairly nervous, but the last tabling event I did, there's a stark difference. So I led the tabling alone, and I was really, like I said, everyone knew me at this point, and it was just, it was really fun to be. It's really fun to be at these events and really see the other folks and get the word out. Website work, we did have one. We totally revamped our website, and I was a very big part of that. Drafting up the pages, making sure getting the content up, cleaning things up, a lot of back end stuff. Not a programmer by any means, but using WordPress, I got very familiar with using WordPress, and our website looks all clean, shiny, and new now. Then being part of meetings, crafting agendas, taking notes, plugging into that when Roberta and Marika, our executive coordinator, was leading meetings. I was kind of the back end, making sure everything was on task, and I recorded everything. And being the last 2 points here: first point of contact and professional representative, and an all-around teammate. Like I said, it's very important for a small team to be all-around teammate. And then for a lot of these projects, when I intake applicants, I'm often the first point of contact that anyone has with Fire Safe Sonoma. So really, I took that role very seriously. Again, being able to professionally and succinctly explain the work that we do or the specific project that they're applying for, and making sure everything goes smoothly with that. So that's a little bit with Fire Safe Sonoma and the projects and work. I just want to take a little opportunity to give special thanks to Mendocino County Fire Safe Council. I was with them for a bit, and I did a wide range of things, similar and not similar. Social media and outreach was a big thing I did for them, and I also helped organize a countywide training, which is the NFPA Home Ignition Zone training. And I got my certification through that, through them. And I really want to take this time to give a little bit of thanks to them, Scott and Emily at the Mendocino County Fire Safe Council, for really working with me and just being a big part of this journey. Here's a picture of a tabling event I did with them. Thanks to Hopland Research and Extension Center, we were able to get this sort of kind of model of a home, and these orange bags are embers. So kids got to throw embers at the home and kind of see where they stuck and where they can be, where they'd be real problems. So it really models that. And those kids went in, they had a lot of fun. This home was almost destroyed by the end of it. And being that this is kind of I intended this to be a presentation that encompasses both of my years with GrizzlyCorps. I also want to take some time to give thanks to the Gold Ridge Resource Conservation District. I was also with them part-time last year, and they're really a welcoming team that gave me some purposeful work. They're very intentional about giving me unique experience that I never got to have. Before that, here I was doing some soil sampling. It's like a compost tea project. So really we're sampling to see how it was making an effect in this farm here. And then a little bit of this is a picture from a stream survey. I was invited to go on with them to look for salmon spawn. So very fun opportunities to get out there. I want to thank Brittany and the rest of the team at the Gold Ridge RCD for really giving me these opportunities and just, for being very welcoming. I did some great work with them, newsletter work. I helped with the Sonoma County Forest Working Group as well with their website, so got experience with that. GrizzlyCorps. I wanted to highlight a little bit of some stuff I did with GrizzlyCorps. Special thanks to them. There were so many fun events and connections and that I made which over coming across paths with 2 years of fellows, 2 years of other project sites, 2 years of everything, experiences. So much. I made so many connections in this space, and again, it's a new space for me, so I really appreciated that. And I just I'd also did some cool trainings. I'm wilderness first aid certified now, and I became a Sonoma State University naturalist. So just a couple, want to highlight some pictures here. This was at Pepperwood Preserve, actually, to the bottom left. That was our Winterfest work day last year, and that was a whole bunch of fun. We made burn piles that day, so that was great. And this was like just a little hike to round all that out. The bottom, middle, and bottom right with me and some other fellows, we attended a work day, trail maintenance day with Mariposa Trails, and we created the biggest campfire in history right here in the middle. Got really hot and intense. It was nice to have that in person, to feel that in person. It was truly a wonder. And then this is just a ringneck snake that I saw at the Sonoma State University Fairfield Osborne Preserve. So that was a lot of fun. It was really an opportunity to actually see a bunch of, every time I go there, I see a lot of wildlife, and getting up close to them is something I didn't have an opportunity to do before, and I really appreciate that. See, there's definitely some challenges over the past few years, and overcoming them was a challenge. This year I had to split time 50-50 for a bit, and really that started with working with 2 organizations, 2 sets of supervisors, 2 sets of projects. It was tough to keep it all together, but I did. Some bad luck, ran into some bad luck over the past couple of years, but really just we all have lives outside of GrizzlyCorps, so really kind of just trying to navigate that, and sometimes dealing with low morale in terms of the work, and showing up every day wasn't fun. Some imposter syndrome, not being originally from the community, Sonoma County and whatnot, and just kind of sometimes feeling a little bit out of place sorts whenever I do some of this work. That was a challenge. And then focus and time management and remote work. Those kind of go hand in hand, and I would like to blame these 2 over here for that. It's kind of hard to stay focused when you got these, 2 little minions kind of jumping on you all the time at Zoom meetings and, while you're working and stuff. I'm just kidding. Obviously, they helped me through a lot. I wanted to share these pictures because I had, GrizzlyCorps gear on when I took them, green shirt here. And then on the right, our GrizzlyCorps Carhartt jacket, which, my son Peanut definitely blends in well with. They match almost perfectly. So I thought that was a lot of fun to include. Oh, and overcoming them. Sorry, I missed that part. It's very important, actually. Through it all, I learned truly how resilient I can be to make it to this point, despite all the challenges. And it really is a rewarding feeling to make it through 2 years of GrizzlyCorps after all the challenges, and the importance of resilience and how rewarding persevering can be sometimes. So now I feel like I'm in a good place. And I'm here now, ready to graduate. special thanks to the Fire Safe Sonoma team. Our small team has given me so much space to grow professionally as a person. Had great mentors I worked with. I had a clear role that was very independent, but our team really was intentional about coordination as well. So it was a good mix of both. Yeah, I learned that this was a environment that I really liked, which would be good. This is good to know professionally, being part of this team. It's a very patient team, and I appreciate all the support that I've gotten from Fire Safe Sonoma over 2 years. I mean, I wouldn't be here without them. The work I did with them, I'm truly proud of. I mean, honestly. So, yeah, I can't thank them enough. Roberta is in the middle here. She's our president CEO, but she's also a super volunteer, working almost full time, basically full time, volunteering her time. And she was the person that brought me on in Fire Safe Sonoma for a long time, for a good amount of time. It was just me and her trying to make things work with Fire Safe Sonoma, along with our board, of course. But she is a super volunteer, big spark plug, and has been a great mentor for me throughout this journey. And to the right is Marika here. She joined as our executive coordinator towards the middle to the end of my first year. And yeah, I really appreciate working with her. So again, just super kind, super supportive, just a great motivator, great person to work with, a great person to bounce ideas off, as is Roberto, just the whole team. Really, yeah, like help me, make me feel welcome, help me overcome the challenges, and really help me get to this point. Some reflections on the importance of this work, like, as someone didn't know too much about it beforehand, but I did know it was from previous experiences how important community is, but seeing it, working with the projects I did, helping the underserved communities of Sonoma County, really, yeah, a resilient community is a strong community. And I learned that just having conversations with those in need, folks that really wanted and needed the help, as I mentioned, and just how inspiring, I guess, it could be to get a little bit of help to them. It goes a long way. Increasing wildfire awareness in Sonoma County. There's so many thoughts about wildfire, of course, but really, our space within it is just helping folks be prepared for it. It's a part of the ecosystem. People live in the WUI, the wildland urban interface. So if people are going to be living there, we got to make sure everyone is prepared, which, a lot of Sonoma County is WUI, or a high fire hazard severity zone. So this is important work for this county, for sure. And then collaboration. I mean, no one can do this alone. We are just one part of this, one cog in this space. There's so much that goes into it, and we work with so many partners within Sonoma County. No one can do it alone. It takes partner organizations, private landowners, and public agencies, and just everyone to be on the same page to get work done. In my last reflection, how it changed it all. As Jasmine mentioned, I graduated in 2018 with a political science degree. That's about as far from this work and space as it can get, I think. And I had was trying to figure out a career in that for so long. Making the switch to this, and through GrizzlyCorps has really changed a lot. There's a couple of similarities between the work I was doing before and this work. My appreciation for community, but as I mentioned in the previous slide, community resilience, learning more about that and how it relates, how community resilience is in terms of disaster, like such as wildfire or whatnot, is it's something I'm passionate about. gaining knowledge and experience in this field. I didn't study a natural science at all, like as I mentioned. So just being able to be a young professional in this space, working not just with fire and prevention, but resource conservation. It's just, yeah, I just gained so much knowledge and experience, and enough to really know that I want to learn more. I want to, really be in these spaces. I want to explore and want to expand my horizons. So all that to say, this has changed my path in life and professionally, for sure. So here's a couple of last pictures from this year. Well, this is just a few days ago. We were preparing for a work day at the bottom. We were preparing for a work day in 100-degree weather, scaling steep slopes. This is how far passion will take you. Wasn't, it was still fun despite those conditions. This was me taking a crack at forestry, taking a diameter at breast height, or dabs, I think, as someone has referred to it in GrizzlyCorps on Slack. And then here's a work day we had just a couple months ago. This one was a fun work day because we did that. I had the opportunity to start this work last year with Gold Ridge RCD. So coming back this year to decommission the site was truly wonderful to see, start to finish of that. I'm very over time. I'm super sorry about that, but that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mason. I know you were in my cohort last year, and it's been a pleasure having you again for a second year this year. Yeah, if anyone has a quick comment or question for Mason, go ahead and unmute yourselves.
I just want to say that we've absolutely enjoyed having Mason with us. And yeah, I think Mason was very humble in all of his roles and responsibilities. We've really relied on him so much, and we're really grateful, Mason, for all of your support for the work that we do. And hopefully this isn't the end.
Yeah, I'm also wanting to chime in, Mason. Thank you for all the work you've done. And yeah, we've kind of traveled a little bumpy path together, and we came out the other side in pretty good shape. I'm going to get teary-eyed.
Thank you, Marika. Thank you, Roberta.
Well, thank you so much, Mason. This was a wonderful presentation. I know you've been getting more messages of appreciation in the chat as well. So thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.